Today I want to share with you how I doubled sales in my funnel with the exact same number of leads. Because, well, yes, you can definitely increase the amount of traffic you're driving to the top of your funnel. It is always best to do so once you know your funnel is optimized and prepared to make the most of the traffic coming your way. If you don't know who I am, I'm Hailey Dale from Your Content Empire, where I've been building sales funnels for clients and myself for almost 10 years. The landscape of funnels has changed drastically from 10 years to now. Heck, even from 2023 to now. So in this video, I'm sharing the 3 strategies that I'm using right now to increase conversions without needing to increase traffic and leads. I think this year has been about simplifying and getting back to basics, and in a lot of ways about doing more with less. For example, I have a lot of clients right now who are experiencing a bit of whiplash when it comes to social media marketing. They feel like they have to always be on and posting if they're going to get any traction. And by posting, I mean posting every day or often multiple times a day. It's overwhelming. Other clients tell me that selling feels a lot harder right now, not as easy as prior years. There's more saturation, aka competition. Potential clients are more discerning than ever, which is a great thing because I don't think any of us want people buying our offers if it's not the next right thing for them. But that discernment means that we have to provide a better pre-buying experience than ever, which means that many of your existing funnels might be dropping the ball and converting even less and less. Even if you are able to increase your traffic and maintain a steady amount of traffic, you might still see sales declining. But I don't actually think that traffic is the thing to fix first for your sales and funnels and promotions. For example, I had a past client who was a stylist. She is a stylist, an amazing stylist. She made a lot of connections with some pretty big names in the online course space through styling their photo, their video, and their course shoots. Through those connections, she was offered an opportunity to get her services in front of a massive audience. Realizing that she couldn't possibly serve all of those clients that she hoped were going to come her way with one-on-one styling, she rushed to create a course, a free challenge, a follow-up sales sequence, pretty much in one fell swoop within the span of like 2 or 3 weeks. Her own client, remember, with the huge over 100K audience, generously shared that challenge for a commission on the sales of the course, as is pretty typical. And well, off the strength of that recommendation, she was able to grow her list a ton and get people signed up for the free challenge. Converting those leads into sales was more of a challenge, especially in subsequent launches. Her follow-up was thrown together because it was. And it was a pretty big wake-up call that the pre-buying experience and relationship that she had with the people on her email list matters much, much more than the number of leads. With my own funnel, I recently made some changes that helped double conversions with almost the exact same numbers of leads. See the funnel results in February versus 3 months later in June. Nearly the same number of leads, but with these teeny tiny percentage improvements, that has led to double the sales, which often just goes to show that your biggest results come from those small tweaks and improvements, especially with a funnel. It's all about those small numbers and doing what we can to improve those. Which brings me to the first strategy that I use to double my conversions with the same number of leads, increasing the quality of those leads. Up until the end of May, I was using my content creator archetype quiz as my primary lead generation. I would say most of last year, what was so great about quizzes is that you could bring in a high number of leads for a relatively low cost per lead. The cost per lead has crept up significantly, and the problem is then and now is that quizzes are fun. And of course, we love fun, but sometimes you'll find that people are much more interested in figuring out the answer to the question your quiz poses than finding a solution to that problem. So with my own quiz, I'm still obsessed with it, but the connection to my offer was tenuous. And I really should have known better, but I admittedly have a bit of a blind spot with ideas when it comes to my own business. And with increasing lead costs, it became glaringly obvious that something had to change. So So I switched my ad lead magnet to my monthly content planning kit. I actually gave it a bit of a makeover too. So if you want to check it out, make sure to grab the link down below this video. And since doing so, the leads that planning kit generates end up buying the offer in the funnel, my 10K monthly content system, much more often, just over 2 times as often as the quiz before it. So the main takeaway is this: even if the leads cost you more, it's better to have a lead magnet that's practically twinning with your offer, not literally, but you do want to be able to answer a big hell yes to the question of, does it make sense that the prospective buyers of my offer would also be interested in this freebie? If it doesn't, it's time to get your butt back to the drawing board. The second switcheroo that I made with my funnel is building in systems to identify who my most engaged leads are. I'm calling this my hot lead system, and here is how it works. Every time somebody enters my funnel and clicks on my sales page, they're run through an automation that updates a custom field in their contact records with numbers 1 through 7. These numbers correspond with how many times they've clicked through from the email to the sales page. Once they hit a certain number, they're added to groups in MailerLite, because that's the email service provider that I'm using, with 1 fire emoji, meaning that they've clicked at least 3 times, 2 fire emojis, meaning that they've clicked at least 5 times to the sales page, or off the charts 3 fire emojis, meaning that they've clicked more than 7 times to that sales page. We have a running list of the hot leads for personal outreach and personal emails and connection. Emails saying like, are there any questions I can answer? And we may at some point add in a special automated sequence for those folks as well. What's fascinating is that 48.6% of people who reach 2 fire emojis or more end up signing up for the 10K monthly content system and loving it, I might add. The final change I've made with my own funnel is implementing a systematic optimization system, which I run on a monthly basis. The first part of it was setting up a specific funnel measurement system and projection model for my funnel. That way, every month I know exactly what's happening in my funnel and can predict sales based on the improvements that I make. Knowing your numbers is all well and good, but unless you have a way of implementing slow and intentional changes to your funnel and measuring their impact, they don't mean a whole lot. So every month I look at each touch point in my funnels, the emails, the landing pages, the form, and I decide on one thing that I want to test out per touch point. For example, my goal is to increase the number of opens. So I'm currently testing different subject line approaches, like curiosity subject lines versus goal focused versus problem focused. I don't test too many things at once, so that way I have a clearer picture of what led to the changes, whether for better or worse. I also don't make changes all too often, right? I wait till at least 100 people have gone through the funnel, or once a month. I don't recommend making changes until the previous versions have been fully field tested with enough data to make an informed change. So to summarize, my monthly process involves measuring the funnel, updating my funnel projection model, choosing one thing per landing page, per email that I want to test the following month, incorporating those changes, choosing one traffic source to add in or double down on for the month, and then I wait until the next month to rinse and repeat the entire process again. After setting this up and running it for the past few months, I turned it into a little kit. So if you want to steal my funnel optimization process, you can grab the link in the description. So let me know in the comments, what's the first area that you want to optimize for your funnel? Then, if you found this video helpful, give me a like and hit subscribe to be notified when the next video drops. Until next time, happy empire building.